up, world? Welcome to the Jennifer Grace Show, the place where you can get unstuck, make shift happen, and not take life so seriously. And I have an amazing guest here. The crowd goes wild. Chef Josie in the house.
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on, JG?
Well, let me give you a little formal introduction here. Chef Josie is a conscious celebrity chef, restaurateur, empowerment trainer, and dream concierge. I love that. The bohemian chef and standout competitor appeared on 4 seasons of Bravo's Top Chef, and she has been named Best Chef in South Florida 2017. Oh my God, I was named Best Life Coach 2016. What's up? Best of the best in the house. And she is the proud owner of my favorite restaurant in Wilton Manors, Bubbles and Pearls, Champagne and Oyster Bar. And she's just an all-around badass. So I'm so excited. And one of my best friends.
Aww.
Have you on the show today.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for inviting me. I can't believe it. So here I am. I wake up early in the morning for you.
I know.
Any day.
she said she only wakes up for me and football.
Correct. Uh-huh.
Okay. I like that. That's awesome. So today the name of our show is Soul Food, right? And, I named that really after you, but also to take a look at all the things that we could feed our souls with, right? And
Sure.
we're gonna have the top 10 list in a little bit. But Josie, I want to just ask you, what does that word mean to you, soul?
To me, soul is about depth.
Uh-huh.
It's about getting past the surface. It's about reaching into the space where probably the most authentic of our being lives. Soul is like, beyond, having rhythm. It's really about like kind of a pure piece of the human.
I love that. That's a great definition. And I don't think we need you to define food.
Anything I can put in my mouth.
Yes, exactly. So what I want to do is we're gonna talk first about the top 10 things that can feed your soul. I always make my little top 10 list, and you can definitely add to that, and we can discuss. So I think watching compelling television, not like trashy television, but compelling television. And my most soul-feeding show right now is the new David Letterman show, This Guest Needs No Introduction. Have you seen it?
No, I have not.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm writing it down.
It's so amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so this guest needs no introduction.
This
Awesome.
guest needs no introduction. So he had Jay-Z on, Obama on,
Oh, right.
Tina Fey on, peeps like that. And Jay-Z's on the show, and he's not asking him about his next album. What he's talking about is their commonality, that they both cheated on their wives and what that was like. Really going deep.
Oh, wow.
So super soul.
What is this on regular TV?
It's
or
on
is it...
Netflix.
Oh,
Yeah,
on Netflix.
It's
Okay.
on Netflix. So that was it's such a refreshing talk show. It's not your regular talk show. So they get deep. I might have to get deep with you in a little bit. I don't know. We'll
Okay, that's
see.
all right, man. I live in the space that's deep.
Ask you some challenging questions.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we're going to put that on the list. Feeding Your Soul, the new David Letterman show. This guest needs no introduction. What else feeds your soul? Music. Hello.
Yeah.
And so right now, my favorite Pandora station. You're gonna have to take some notes here. Actually, I'll just send you the list.
Okay, send me the list.
I can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
email it to you after the show.
That works.
Is Under the Influence Radio. So you've got your combination of just I don't know, kind of Adele's, but a little more kitschier, a little more soul, you feel like you're in a speakeasy.
Oh, fun.
In some bottom
basement in LA, like that kind of vibe, like
Oh.
super sexy. So that's been our routine lately. We've been going out to the jacuzzi at night, putting on the Pandora under the influence, lighting a candle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's been the latest move.
Yeah, that sounds sexy. That sounds.
Yeah,
I've been in your
sexy.
backyard. I know about your.
Yeah, we
your
got
hot
it going
tub
on.
there.
Got
Yeah.
the tiki torches, some Christmas lights.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, we don't mess around. We do not mess around. We actually do mess around. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I was already
so-
getting images in my head, so it's like, okay, guys, we're going deep already. All right.
yes. So for you, what is your most soul-feeding music? What like really feeds your soul?
Oh man. Okay, so for me, I have about 5 different artists who really feed my soul, and one is Nina Simone. Like only always classic.
I'm gonna start taking notes myself.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
When I put on some Nina Simone, I don't know, it just like it transfers me into this space of like, I had an opportunity to see her once down here in South
nice.
Florida, and she's just so intense, you
Yeah.
know. And
Do I know one of her songs? Give me a little ditty.
well, I'm not going to sing right now, Nina Simone. I would never do her justice.
Okay.
But I couldn't do her justice. But yeah, I'll send you a whole like my top 5
Okay.
playlist with that.
Awesome.
But the another person is someone maybe Labyrinth.
Do not. Another great suggestion. I love this.
So the
It's
song
great.
is Jealous. And, maybe you've heard the song.
Oh, did you sing it the other night at karaoke?
I did.
Oh. I've been friends with Josie for a while, and she and her beautiful wife, Marcy. What up, Marcy? They go karaokeing all the time, and they're like, you should come. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So I go, and thank God I went first. Okay. So I cannot sing, like, not at all. But I could put on a show, right?
Right.
Like, definitely can work the
Yeah.
stage. So I sing, like, Shadow Boxer by Fiona Apple.
Apple, yeah.
Right? That was like my
I was
back in the
impressed.
day. Oh, yeah. Well, anyway. So thank God I went first, because then this one goes on, kills it with, I think
man.
you probably sang that song, right? Jealousy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jealous.
And then her wife gets on, who should be on American Idol.
Yeah,
Like,
she's going. We're going to get her there.
full
okay.
on. And then
Totally.
this other chick gets on, and she's like Adele. And I'm just like, oh my God, thank God. And they're like, Miss Grace, you're up for round number 2. I'm like, check, please. I'm out.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's like our Tuesday. Well, anyways, we
Your
can actually
Tuesday through Thursday.
yeah, we can find karaoke any day of the week in South Florida, so
I
it's
love
fun.
it.
But
Okay, so Labyrinth, Jealousy. what
Labyrinth.
else?
Another like super soulful will always put me in a soulful space. Is I think you could say. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna put the ones I really really enjoy out here. I would think probably like Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys always. I mean,
She's
come
awesome.
on,
She's-
you
come
know,
on. Yeah,
come on.
she's a badass.
And then there's all these soul singers, like all the ones that you know right off the bat, and but I put them all, kind of lump them together. There's like a Motown era that I just love all the Motown artists.
Yes.
And it was about the lyrics, it was about the feeling. They were like crying their hearts out, losing their wives and lovers, and like dating women on the other side of the tracks, and who knows. I mean, but there were so many like stories going on.
Yes.
And it was, oh man,
And the
so,
blues,
Yeah.
just those good old days.
yeah. So I'm really, I love that whenever I'm getting into my soulful thing. And then there's rock and roll, and people don't necessarily associate rock and roll with soul, but that's the base of rock and
Yeah,
roll is
totally.
soul. So
Janis Joplin.
oh yeah,
You remind me of Janis when you sing.
ah,
You do.
Shucks.
All right. And then I think there are books that can touch the depths of our soul. My favorite author, as you know, I'm not going to say myself, don't worry, is Michael Singer.
Oh.
And he wrote The Untethered Soul, The Surrender Experiment, and The Untethered Soul, right? So that soul that is free to fly. And if you haven't read The Untethered Soul, read it. It's my Bible. And Josie and I are going on retreat.
Boom.
June 6th through 10th. I think we have 2 spots left. We're going to be driving up to Gainesville.
What?
We're going to be cooking.
What?
Meditating.
What?
Doing some yin yoga. We're going to be doing some transformation. And then we get to have 2 talks by Michael Singer. So if anybody's interested in joining Josie and I.
There's only 2 spots
Only
left.
2 spots. We leave in.
Take
we
action
leave like
right
a
now.
month from today or tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yay.
Hey.
We got to go to jennifergrace.com/JG retreat.
What?
That's how you find it. So I love Michael Singer. Any other authors that have touched your soul and transformed your mind?
Well,
that you really
I've
love?
had some authors touch my soul. I don't know if the work was about transforming my
Doesn't
soul.
have to be.
And there is an author out there. His name is Caleb Carr. And recently there's a show that's been introduced on TV called The Alienist. And so he writes
Carr.
these series of books. One was The Alienist, and now is a TV show. And it was about doctors. So people who were considered a little crazy or whatever,
Right.
they were alienating themselves from the world. The doctors who studied them are called alienists.
Okay.
And so this book is about this doctor set in the early 1900s. And,
cool. Period piece.
Yeah. When this science was a new science and being introduced into forensics and police. I love these murder mysteries. I don't know what it is, but I love it. So that kind of it makes me, and again, he studied the psychology behind these murderers. So that's really looking deep into the soul of a human being.
Totally. There's
Yeah.
another show on TV that does the whole psychology of serial killers or something like that. I don't know. Does anybody know? Anyone?
I don't
Anyone?
know.
Okay. We go from murder to transformation to food. Joe, that's what we do. This is
man.
our producer today, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Yay. Thank you for your service today, my friend. We appreciate you. All right. So next on the list is...
and Eckhart. Sorry,
and
Eckhart.
Tolle.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Power of Now
Now.
really landed
Yeah.
for me. That was a really...
Yeah. Mine was I'm going to blank out. Left my ego in Mexico, I used to say when I read the book A New Earth.
Oh,
A
yeah.
New Earth. That was very early on in my transformational journey.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to Mexico and I read the book and I literally left my ego in Mexico. I've since found it, but for a while there I was egoless.
Yeah.
But it came back back
Yeah.
around.
I can't stuff that thing down for too long, man.
No.
It just
Yeah.
comes and shoots out of my pores of my skin, I
Yeah. I love
It's
it.
a practice, keeping that ego at bay on a
Yes.
short leash, short
Yes.
leash.
That's why we had you on a short leash today. So another thing that I think feeds your soul is travel.
Yeah.
Seeing
Oh.
the world. Speaking of travel, we have to give a big shout out to Val Price.
Val, what's up, lady?
And everybody from our Philippines trip, my social media guru, Chloe.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So Josie and I got to travel halfway across the world.
Roomy.
Yes. Your roomie, Luciana. And go to the Philippines together in February. That was a pretty soulful experience.
It was the best, one of the best trips of my life.
Yeah.
It was that was a transformational trip,
Yeah.
Jen, and I totally appreciate you not only landing the invitation, but like pushing me to go.
Yeah.
Because I tried to bounce out of that
You
idea
did.
for a couple times.
And your roomie, Luce, was a stand. She's like, you're going, dude.
Yeah, you're going.
Well,
And
you're half Filipino. So for
Yes.
you, it was going back to your homeland.
To
And
my
I
roots.
think to go back to your roots is a very soulful thing that we all could do. You
Right.
know, I've been to Italy. I'm half Italian and Swedish, and seeing where my ancestors grew up and what it was like. I mean, I think it's an important journey for us all to take at some point.
Well, I know for certain when we landed in the Philippines, there was something that came over me. It was like, I'm home.
Yeah.
And I had never experienced that. I've traveled the world,
Yes.
but I had never been to the Philippines. And here I am, 43 years old, you know?
You're that old?
Oh, my God. I just outed myself.
You did.
Oh, my God. I mean,
Well, this is even
23.
more
I'm
amazing.
23.
Dude, I'm 47. I'm 47. My poor hot boyfriend. Okay, so Seb's 40. Everybody thinks he looks 25.
I
So
know.
they're constantly carding him and thinking I'm his mother. Yeah, the other day we were at my ex-husband Joe's house, okay? And they have friends in town. I shit you not. Friends in town, and Seb is off in the distance. He's playing with the kids, and she goes, "Oh, is that Cole?" Who's my 17-year-old son.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, "No, dude, that's my boyfriend." She's like, "Nice." I'm like, "No, he's age appropriate." Everybody thinks I'm like the biggest cougar.
Yeah.
I'm not a cougar. I'm
Yeah.
not. It's only 6.5 years. Is that Cougarville?
I think it's
I
more
think
like
it's
a
10 or
MILF.
more.
You're a MILF.
I am a MILF. And when my son has a child, I'll be a GILF, a grandmother. Dude, I'm gonna be 50 in like 3 years. Like, that's weird.
You're killing the game. Don't
I'm
worry.
killing it. I have no age issues, like zero.
Yeah, forget
I have
about it.
nada. I don't even
I'm
know.
learning about this age thing, you know? It's like I also get carded all the time, and I'm always thinking to myself, man, 43 and like you're still carding me, but now before I used to get so offended when they would card
Oh,
me
right.
because
Now
I'm
it's
like,
thank
"Oh, man, I'm old enough, you know, I can drink, you know?"
I'm going to tell you why you and Sev get carded. Because your spirit age is the same age, which is 5. Okay? You two are like these children trapped in these adult bodies. You know, like when the food comes, Sev's reaction is like, "Oh, yeah." And you're always like, "Yeah." Like that enthusiasm and wonder that children have, you and Sev have that, which is why I love you both so much. You know, it's so refreshing to have that, all that youth around me.
Yeah. Even if it's trapped in a 40-year-old body,
That's
you know?
right. That's right. So let's go back to the Philippines for a moment.
Yeah.
That journey was super soulful.
Sure.
We had an opportunity. It was a give back retreat. All the retreats that I do are give back retreats. And we learned the course, the Insight for Life kids course that comes from Stanford that I teach. And I taught it to everybody. And then we went into a school in the Philippines and everybody got their own classroom. And
That
we
was like amazing.
yeah, we were able to deliver mindfulness and emotional intelligence tools to these kids who were, you know, all different ages. So you had 11th grade.
Yeah.
I had 12th grade. And just like talk about that experience a little bit because I know that was really big for you.
Yeah. So, you know, my whole entire life, I have always felt called to do something. I knew that was something way bigger than myself.
Yeah.
Never really thought, I want to be famous. Like, I don't want to be famous. That was a byproduct,
Yeah.
of like having a calling to do something bigger than myself, right?
Yeah.
And then having the opportunity to like take these tools, which when I started my transformational journey, I thought to myself, man, what if like I would have had these tools as a young person growing up and just like going through life, right? Because that's what happens. Like young people young people have all these challenges, life challenges, they're new challenges. They don't have life experience, the tools to like deal with it, to process it, to like experience and handle the emotions.
And cope.
Yeah,
Just
and cope. Yeah.
with the anxiety and all the stuff that comes up with being a child and a teenager.
Yeah, and it's like it's new, right?
Yeah.
So to be able to like learn these tools and be able to teach it to these kids was something so magical for me.
Yeah.
And there's always been a calling to be a teacher.
Yep.
And I again, like I love you, man, and I thank you so much again for like creating that space for
Yeah.
me to step into it. And it's like I saw that the kids in the Philippines are just like the kids in the United States.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We think as human beings, there's like so many things that separate us.
Right.
But in the actuality of it all is that we're so connected. And it doesn't matter where you're at.
Yep.
We're all connected.
Exactly.
So
It's amazing. And now you're on the journey to
Yes.
become a full Insight for Life trainer with
Yes,
me.
exciting.
And we started breaking through. We're taking this to the foster care homes
So
in
amazing.
Broward and
Yeah.
schools, and it's taken off. It's
Yeah,
pretty
because these
amazing.
kids are they're gonna be prepared. They're gonna be empowered. They're gonna feel like they can take on the world. And every kid, like as adults, as I get older, like I understand. I'm a baby elder. Oh my God. Okay,
A
I'm
baby elder.
Yeah, I'm a leader in my communities, and like all of us as adults, like that's our responsibility. I don't even have kids, and I understand the importance of being a mentor or an example for children in my life. And, these kids, like every child deserves the opportunity to have the tools they need to thrive in life.
Exactly. And it's ridiculous that they don't teach mindfulness and emotional intelligence in our school systems.
Well, that's going to change. We
That's
know
gonna
that.
change.
We're changing that.
right away. It needs to be right next to math, mindfulness.
Correct.
Like boom, done.
I mean, and that we talk about all kinds of ways. We're always involved in ways to create peace on this planet,
Yep.
right? And like, that's going to create some peace on the planet when kids understand how to like handle and cope with their emotions and these feelings and things, and just understand like they have the choice. Like those feelings that come up, yeah, sure, there's a physiological, experience,
Yep.
absolutely, but there's also that like consciousness space that the moment they realize, oh my God, and I can identify, oh, this is anxiety.
Right. Or this is my intuition. I
Yeah.
get to follow that, and I don't have to listen to this little gremlin in my head. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's cool. Again, like the Philippines, man, those kids, like it broke my heart, you
Yeah.
know, like when we started that class, like it broke my heart to hear some of the kids share about what their little gremlin was telling them.
Yeah.
That like you like to call it the itty bitty shitty committee,
Yes.
who likes to like talk and tell you that you can't do things in your life,
Right.
and like feeds you doubt and fear and all that doubt and fear that was like bubbling up. These kids are in 11th grade and they're like consumed by
Yeah.
doubt and fear.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, you haven't even started this journey
I
yet.
know.
This is like the first step of your life.
I have a trainer right now that's doing it with 11-year-olds, and she was just broke down just what they're saying about themselves at that age. It's like starts so early.
Yeah.
And we got to get like they walk into kindergarten, they're like, I'm gorgeous, I'm talented, I'm fabulous. And then somebody says something, those pants are ugly, you're weird, you can't sing, you're not an artist. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, this gremlin is born. So the younger we can go with this, the better. But, everybody needs this training.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm so excited you're doing it. You're
Me
so
too.
lit up about it.
I know. I love it.
All right. So travel feeds
Yeah.
the soul
Travel.
for sure.
It's I think it also has something to do with the wide open skies.
Yeah.
Man, there's something to be said about like wide open skies and wide open plains, the
Yeah.
expansiveness.
Yes. That's why when you go to the mountains or you go to the ocean and, nature feeds the soul. That's not on the list. I'm going to
Oh.
put that on the list. Laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah. Laughter feeds the soul for
Yeah.
sure. So we know about that.
Yeah.
We crack up all day long.
All
Seven
day, every
I,
day.
all day, every day.
Every
We
day.
are messing around. We are
Yeah.
cracking up. We are acting a fool. You
Yeah.
know, like it's just part of
Silly
who we
is
are.
important.
Silly, very silly.
Yeah.
I like to have game night. We got to do another poker night. We're just messing. You know, like you gotta laugh. You gotta like not take life so seriously. What's the point?
You know, my wife and I, we just, Marcy, she's like, we're doing this new thing where, it's like you're always asking yourself why you do the things you do, right? And so, Marcy and I are realizing that in this space in our life, it's like we do what we do so that we can play more.
Yeah, exactly.
We want to play more. We want to play a lot. I want to always commit a certain time of my week to play.
Yes, karaoke.
Yeah,
Play.
exactly.
Game night.
Childlike wonder,
Yeah.
you know, and
Dancing. Remember that night we went
Oh,
out
that's
dancing?
so fun.
That
We
was
had a
so-
dance party in my house just the other night.
Oh my god!
It was like random Tuesday
I love
night.
That Tuesday night dance party.
I had my mom coming out and everything. I woke her up and she came out and she's like, "What's going on out here?" You know, and I go, "Come on, mom, disco, let's go!" And we're just dancing. You know, we were dancing, and there must have been like 10 of us in my living room.
Dance
Just
parties.
dance party
For sure.
until 4:00 in the morning.
I know. She knows she didn't call my ass.
No.
No,
I think
go
it
to
was
sleep
like a
at
school
10:30.
day. You know,
School night for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. And comedy, like,
yeah.
that's my favorite. And Sebastian Maniscalco. Do you know him?
Well, yeah.
I
Remember we
showed
went
you.
to that.
Yes,
we went to
that's
the.
right. We went to the show together.
Yeah.
He kills me. Google him. Sebastian Maniscalco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm like obsessed with him. I have cousins that have the last name Maniscalco, and I was like made my aunt stalk them to see if Sebastian was related to us.
Yeah.
He's not.
Hmm.
So unfortunately, I
Sorry,
thought I was
dude.
going to get VIP ticks
Yeah.
and be BFF with Sebastian.
Well, this is I've been lucky enough to I go on these Olivia cruises. I don't know if you know.
Oh,
what
yeah,
it is.
yeah.
It's like a lesbian travel company.
Yeah.
And because of that, they always have entertainers on there.
Right.
And I was like a part of the talent. I wasn't the entertainer, but I was talent.
Yep.
And so I used to hang out with all the comedians. So I have lots of comedians in my life, man.
Ooh,
I love
yummy.
comedians.
Who's so funny? Julie
Goldman.
Goldman.
Yeah, what up, girl? How you doing?
What
If
up,
you're
Julie
watching,
Goldman?
what's up, Julie?
She
Yeah.
is hilarious.
Oh my god.
Like I cry from her. And Suzanne Westerhofer.
Oh yeah.
She's another one.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
funny. So who are some of your
Gina
other
Yashere. We have like oh my god, these ladies are so crazy. All of them. And I love, and I have, Scout Derwood. She used to be my roommate back in the day in New York City, and now she's like lead on Mary and Jane. It's like some MTV show about
girl.
smoking weed,
Oh,
But
cute.
She does, she does this whole thing about being the pretty girl. She goes, there's some people who are capable and some people who are pretty. I see there's a lot of capable people in the audience tonight.
We just had somebody bust into the radio
Yeah, I was
station.
like,
that
"Whoa,
was like
damn,
such
whoa."
a weird like
What's going on?
look on that dude's face was really funny.
He's like, hey.
Hey, holla.
Hey, holla.
There he goes.
Okay, there he goes.
I don't know what's going on. We're gonna lock up. We're gonna lock it up.
Oh, yeah.
We're in
I
on
think
air.
he looks like he's the bug guy.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, he's the
Exterminator.
exterminator.
Yeah.
We need to So do you know who Amy T is?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, so my most embarrassing moment came from Amy T. Okay, so Amy T does a set, and a friend of mine was dating her briefly. It was like a quick, just started
I
dating.
know
but
Amy
now I
T.
think Amy's married and all of that, right? But back in the day, this is like years ago. We see the show, Amy T. We all go out to dinner, and she's with the girl, a friend of mine that she had just kind of started dating. So we order the food, and then Amy excuses herself to go to the bathroom. 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15 minutes pass, 20 minutes pass. So we all have our food, and the girl is gone. So I think that she has stood up my friend and just left.
Oh, no.
Right? So I say, give me the phone. I take the phone, I call Amy T, I leave a message on the phone for her. Now, this is prior to transformation.
Sure.
So Jennifer Grace had left a building, like Jennifer Disgrace from Brooklyn was
Owning
in
it.
full effect. And I was like, you have no effing class. You classless. Da. You stood her up. How can you sleep with yourself and live with yourself? I hang up and I see her walking out. Because we were in an outdoor restaurant. She went inside. And she sits down. She's like, you guys, I think I have like a stomach flu or something. I've been in the bathroom this whole time. And I'm like, no. It's like,
well, that was probably embarrassing on so many levels.
So I was like, well, just listen to your message. So she puts it on speaker and she was crying. She thought it was so funny. And then she actually told me it was used in one of her sets.
Oh,
it
yeah.
was so funny.
I met her in New York. She was doing a set with Scout. And she's a nice girl. She's actually a nice girl.
I think it's time for our musical break.
Oh, really?
Joe, is it time for our musical break? All right, I think we're ready. Now, normally we just play like an awesome song. But since Josie is a singer, a professional karaoke artiste, if you will, I asked her if she wouldn't mind doing a little ditty. I might chime in here and there, just as backup. But yeah, let's hit it. This is one of her numbers. Here we go.
Yeah, guys, you feeling it yet? Here we go. 43 years and my life is still. Oh, I think I started too fast. Sorry.
Here we go. Let's do that again.
Here we go. Here we go. 43 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
Sing it.
I realized quickly when I knew I should that the world was made up of this brotherhood of man, for whatever that means. And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, that's you. Yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, I can't sing.
And I said, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on? Ooh. And I try, oh my God, I try. I try all the time in this institution, and I pray, oh my God, I pray. I pray every single day.
Sing it.
For a revolution. Woo! And so I try sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it all out what's in my head, and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream at the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah.
I said, hey,
Yeah.
what's going on?
And I said, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I said, hey, what's going on?
Seb's got the light.
And we just keep on saying, hey, what's going on? Because that's really what we need to be asking. What's
is going on
in
World?
our
What's
lives,
up?
in our communities, in this country, in the world?
Preach.
That's right. What?
What are you going to do about it, world?
Yeah. What are you choosing today?
What do you choose? That's right.
That's right.
Going on.
Ooh. And here's the real story. 43 years and my life is still trying to get up that great big hill of hope for a destination.
The crowd goes wild.
Yeah. That's for you, JG. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
That was awesome. So thank you for
You're
that. You just get so lit up when you sing, don't you?
I don't realize
So
how much I
fun.
enjoy it, you know?
I gotta have your wife on one day.
Oh my God.
Let's get some Marcy in here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're
She
gonna
can
do
be my
Team
musical
Marcy
pig.
right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna have you on next time, Mars. You're
Okay.
hired. So we always do a little giveaway.
Oh, cool.
You got anything you want to give away?
Oh yeah, sure,
Okay,
man.
okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
see.
yeah,
What is it? What do
yeah.
you got? What do you got?
All right, so I have this whole bubbles and pearls thing. That's like my
Yes.
gig right now.
Yes.
It's this restaurant up in Wilton Manors.
Amazing.
And I'm always like pushing the oysters because I want people to
Okay.
be like living a decadent life.
Mm.
And all the time, this is the fun thing. All the time, like one of the biggest reasons why we did the oyster and champagne bar
Yeah.
was because I wanted to invite people to celebrate their lives.
I love that.
So I'm inviting whoever to celebrate
person.
one person to
Yep.
come in, celebrate your life with
Yep.
us.
Yep.
Okay. We got a bottle, a dozen oysters.
I love it. Well,
and
they
me.
can bring a friend.
They
get
can
to
bring a friend.
I
Yeah.
love that. in
Well, I mean,
you.
unless they're a lush, I don't know.
All right. So if you want to enter to win a bottle of champagne, a dozen oysters, and get to hang out with me and Josie at Bubbles and Pearls and Sev, of course.
Yeah.
You just go to jennifergrace.com/free stuff
Yeah.
and enter to win this week's gift, and then we will announce the winner.
Awesome. Can't wait to meet you.
Yay! How fun is that going to be?
Maybe, you know what? Maybe if they're really, really cool,
Yeah.
we'll be able to take them. We'll like coordinate it and we can all go out to karaoke too.
Ooh,
What? Next
wow.
level.
Not only do you get to have oysters and champagne, you get to hang out with us and hear Josie and Marcy sing. I'm not going to sing that night.
No, I'm going to like have them sing.
This is how competitive I am. This is so sad. When I got home that night, like I have to be good at everything, like, or else I'm not playing. I'm not doing it. So, Sev. So I'm like plotting in my head when I'm laying there going, oh, I suck. I'm like, maybe I can get a vocal coach. Maybe there's one song that I can work on and I can get really, really good at it. I was like totally obsessed. It's like psychotic.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to
Lord.
ignite the monster living
Yeah.
inside of
You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to like go off karaoke. I'm just going to come up and do like a spoken word and just effing drop the mic.
Yeah,
Like,
drop
what?
the mic.
See ya. Yeah.
They're
That was
like-
how Sev and I first met.
Oh, and a spoken
It was
word?
date two. Date two, right? Was spoken word because he told me he was, bragging. Yeah, I do spoken word, la da 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 da. And I was like, okay, let's go tomorrow night. He was like, dope. So I wrote a spoken word piece. He wrote a spoken word piece, and we get there. It's at Dada's in Delray, which is
fun.
the
I love that
coolest
place.
place, right?
Yeah.
So we get there, and we're sitting, and we're waiting, and we put our name up, and then we're noticing that nobody's doing spoken word. Apparently, we went on the wrong night, and it was comedy night. So it was stand up.
Oh, fun.
So
That's
we're
like your
sitting
thing.
there. Well, sort of. I wasn't prepared for that, right? So I had my spoken word preparation. So I'm like sitting there watching, and I'm like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. So I get up, and I'm like, you know, when you're on an airplane going to LA, and all of a sudden they're like, and buckle up, we're heading on over to St. Louis. That's how I felt. I was on the wrong damn plane. I was like, I'm not prepared for stand up, right? So I did a little stand up and they were
Okay.
laughing and whatever. And then I did my spoken word, killed it.
Yeah.
And this one got up, did his spoken word, like wiped the floor with it.
Whoa.
And then, you know, when like somebody does their thing?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh my God, I'm so in love with you. So I was toast after that. And then I don't think he's done it ever since. That was it. One and done.
Well, you know, hey, listen, I'm glad that you brought it up, though, because you can ask Marcy. We were just talking about this a couple days ago. I told her, you know, back in the day, I used to do a lot of spoken word. I mean, I would go to
Okay.
poetry slams in the Lower East
Okay.
Side in East Village in New York City. And, man, I
That's a
friggin'
real
love it.
deal.
And I would just go. I wouldn't even prepare anything. I would just go to the space
spit.
and let the room inspire the prose, you
Wow.
know?
Wow.
And, man, I want to do this. So,
Okay.
man, you know, Seb and I are going to be hanging out more. You know
yes,
that, right?
I hope so. I love it. You guys are two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
You're going to be doing 5-year-old fun stuff.
Yay! Oh my
Yay.
God, it's so
I love
exciting.
it. Yay, playtime. He's your new photographer, right?
Yeah.
He's doing headshots, videos.
I
Watch
know.
out.
We're just going to be doing
Babe,
so many creative
babe.
things.
The thing. Press the thing. So this is a really neat thing. My mom is doing something in Massachusetts.
I love your mom.
You ready? I know, Donna. Buy Donna's book, Heal Your Life.
Yes.
She's a badass.
Badass.
So she created something called the Authors Cabaret. So it was 8 authors, and they each come up and they do a reading from their book, and in between there's like a musical guest, like a singer-songwriter that does a song. I thought that was such a cool idea. So why don't we create like a whole, you know, spoken word night something, right? And with like in between we'll do a little singer-songwriter. Could we do it at Bubbles?
Hey, anytime.
We could do anything. We have our own space. We could do whatever
I
we want.
know.
How fun is that?
That's a fun thing, you know, and it's
Like a monthly.
yeah, and now we're like moving into summertime, so it's really great.
I'll be gone.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Sorry, I'm going to LA.
LA, la, la,
I'm going to
land.
LA.
Well, you know, whatever. I what I do is I create some new things
Yeah.
for all my locals. You know what I mean?
By the
fun.
way, now that I have you, side
Yeah.
note, the Fort Lauderdale Cultural Center just opened. It's absolutely beautiful, and they want you to come and do a chef demo night. And I already said you were available. I said you were available. Are you available
yeah,
in
sure.
July?
Let's coordinate. Yeah, I got it. I'm in. Hey, listen, whatever Jen
I know,
even
that's why.
suggests or recommend that I do it.
She's
So,
like, I'm
we're
in.
clear.
I'm in. This place is so beautiful. We're gonna
Although
be
if
running.
you tell me to jump over a cliff, off the
no,
edge
but
of a
I
cliff, I'm
wouldn't
not
do
doing
that. I wouldn't do that.
I know.
All right, let's get back to our list here. Oh, we're up to live music, singer-songwriters. What a beautiful tee up. So my local favorite singer-songwriter is Joshua Stedman of Brothers of Others. Have you ever seen Josh?
I love Josh.
We
I haven't
love
seen
you,
him.
Josh.
I haven't seen him like play yet, but he's so cute.
Oh, he's so handsome.
He's so cute.
handsome.
Yeah.
He's one of my besties. I love him so much. And his wife,
Yeah.
Amber, they're amazing.
I know, they're awesome.
Yeah, they're good people.
Good, great energy.
Yep.
And I mean, like, listen, it makes sense because when you're an artist, when you're a creative and you're creating, I know that they always say, oh my God, the best art comes from angst and pain.
No, not always.
It's not always, man.
No,
You know,
it
I
can come
mean, it's
from
not
joy
always.
and love and like, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
So
You got to
cool.
check out Brothers of Others. They're
Yeah.
they're like the most popular band out. They're booked like freaking
I
5
heard
nights
they're
a
doing
week.
like South by Southwest or something.
No, what? Cool.
Yeah,
Go, Josh.
Yeah, go Josh, man. I've been following you on Facebook,
Nice.
so I know what's up.
I think
know
they
what's
do
up.
Monty's like every other Friday night.
Oh,
they do
really?
the One
Fun.
Hotel on Thursdays. We got to go see him. We could bring him up for our spoken word night. He'll play.
Yeah.
I got to do it on an off night for Joshy. All right. So number 7 is that feeds your soul. I think going to sound bowl healings, getting a little more spiritual here.
Oh.
Yeah. I love that. Don't you love that?
Yeah. I didn't realize how much I enjoyed it.
Yeah. So you go there. I know that there's one at the 1111 building or at 1111. This guy, Andrew, down here in Miami. I don't know. I don't live down here. I live up in Fort Lauderdale. But there's an amazing sound bowl healing down here. And it's just like all these bowls and gongs, and you just like feel it vibrating like to your soul. So like find a sound bowl healing in your area. That is a depth experience. Amazing. Yeah. I also think what feeds the soul is taking long walks. You ever do that? You ever just walk?
When I'm on vacation.
Yeah. I like to wander. You know,
from
like
my hut to the bar.
Yes,
No, just kidding.
nice. I love that. Yeah, Josie and I, when we were on retreat together, the first 3 days were like we were at this vegan, cleansing, no alcohol, working with children. Then we get on an airplane. We fly to a private island that had
Take a boat.
oh God! Thanks, Val. Planes, trains, and automobiles.
Yeah.
That was not in the brochure. Just
It was
kidding,
awesome.
babe. Yeah. So we get there 9 hours later, but it was
Adventure.
well worth it. And
So
we're
worth it.
staying in these like hotels on the hut on the stilts. Like
Yeah.
you walk down the steps into the water, and it's clear blue. Like, oh my God, amazing.
Amazing.
But we get there and like all the veganism, all the non-alcoholicism goes right out the window. And we are on like spring break 2008.
yeah, man, that
We're
was
at this
awesome.
like lovely hotel. We all jump in the pool. Mango margarita madness breaks out
all day.
all day long, 3 days in a row. It was like mayhem.
In the sun, water sports,
Yeah.
sailing in the sunsets, like all the
That
like,
was ridiculous.
with a mango margarita in your hand.
Of course.
That should be life.
but that was a side note of walking, which
Yeah.
is kind of funny. I love where the mind goes, right? Walking. So walking is, great thinkers, authors, entrepreneurs, like there is actually, it's a technique for creativity.
Yeah.
So going for long walks with no music, no phone a friend, and you're just walking and wandering, not having a destination and allowing yourself to just wander and see where you wind up. That's a really cool thing to do, especially when you're on vacation, but even at home,
Yeah. Here in South Florida, it's not necessarily, I don't live necessarily near the ocean. And these are all excuses, believe me.
Okay, not necessarily near the ocean. If she got in her car, she would be at the ocean in 5 minutes. So for the rest of the world, you do necessarily live by the ocean. I'm sorry to tell you. Newsflash, my friend.
Okay. So I'm adding it,
You don't live on the ocean, but you live near the ocean.
When I lived in San Francisco, though, I don't know, it was like more conducive to walking and doing that thing,
Yeah,
when I
because
lived
they
in New
actually
York.
move.
Yeah.
Like here in South Florida, we're like, we literally drive down the block to the
Yeah,
corner store.
man.
Like you would never do that in New York or San
Yeah.
Fran. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, so I think I got all my walking out of the way when I lived in New York and San Francisco. And then, you could go to like, Central Park or,
I know.
You could go to Prospect
Walk.
Park or in San Francisco, you
Yep.
go to, whatever. What is the park there again? I forgot.
In San Fran.
Yeah, the
I don't
big
know,
park.
Val. What is the park in San Fran? Let's see
It's
if
like
she's
on the
let's see if she's
Panhandle.
watching.
Are you watching?
This
Are you
is
watching?
a test. Testing. 1, 2, 3. We see no comments. She texted me this morning at 6 a.m. that she was very
Golden
excited.
Gate. Golden Gate.
Golden Gate.
Yes.
Like walking over the Golden Gate Bridge or the Golden Gate Park.
The Golden Gate Park, and you could go there
Ooh, I
every
like
single
that.
day. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
Nice. So I think, she's commenting. What does she say? You could talk, Seth. I'm here. Val, we love you.
Love you, Val.
Valerie. All right. And then number 9 is to create a soul board. So this is different than a vision board.
Oh, interesting.
Actually, we're going to be doing this on the Michael Singer retreat. You're going to really enjoy this. So we create a soul board, and what you do is you just get lots of magazines, and you put on like really cool, inspiring music, something that just gets the juices flowing. And you just let your soul choose the photos. So you're not really linear mind. You're not like, oh, I want to find a photo of somebody who is eating healthy. And I want to find a photo of a yoga picture. And I want the word freedom. Like, I'm making this 2018 vision board. This is different. You're just allowing your soul to choose, and you collage. And then it's telling you what you want. Your intuition.
Fun.
Yeah. So we're going to do soul boards on our retreat.
Yeah, because it's like even at the beginning of this radio show, some questions you were asking me, I was like thinking too hard. Now I feel like a little more
in the
relaxed.
flow. You got to be in the soul flow.
Yeah, now I'm feeling a little more soul flow here.
Yeah,
and I could imagine like that's so cool when you're allowing without thinking.
Yeah.
It's like you're allowing your intuition to speak for you. That's cool.
That's why I have you guys journal in the morning, first thing when you wake up, because the linear mind is not awake. You're in that twilight state between consciousness and unconsciousness.
Yeah.
So it's an opportunity for you to just pen to paper and just journal and journal and journal and journal. So that's like where the soul gets to speak.
Yeah,
I think
the juicy
I posted
stuff.
something about that. I said meditation is, I don't know, it's a good one on Facebook. What did I write? Meditation is an opportunity to allow your soul to speak. I should have quoted myself. That was good.
I think you've said that to me a couple times.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh. My yoga teacher, every master has their, I'm not a master. Well, sort of a little bit.
Yeah, of course you are.
I got my 10,000 hours in. Sheesh. I've been doing this shit for 10 years. So, but, I think it's important for teachers to have their teachers,
Yeah.
And I have a new teacher that I found. His name is Frankie, which I got to bring you to him. I think on Friday we're going to go, me and Hilf.
Oh,
yeah, let's
where are we
do
going?
it. Oh, Friday's not a good day for it, but we'll reconnect on that. Anatara Yoga, that feeds my soul. This guy, Frankie, he's the most amazing yoga teacher I've ever experienced. It's like spoken word, preach, sermon meets yoga, and it's Raja Yoga. So there's a lot of holding deep positions, and it's warm. It's not too hot. And then he puts on music that's like you're in a movie. You're in a soul movie. And he's just weaving his words around it and just dropping wisdom bombs. And you're like, what? Like,
wow.
Poosh, poosh. And he said yesterday I was there, and he said, meditation is the most intimate thing you can do with yourself, is to meditate. And he said, let's look at that word, intimacy, right? Into me. See? I was like, oh, I like that, Frankie.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a badass. So it's an experience. It's a soulful experience. And he knows I drive from Fort Lauderdale up to Delray to do the class, and I'm always coming in a little late. Ooh, it's 45 minutes I drive, and then 45 back. It's a 4-hour tour.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
I had the unlimited all-you-can yoga for a month, and then I went back the second time. I was like,
all
okay,
you
that
can
was
yoga?
way
That's fun.
all-you-can yoga. I just made that up.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I was like, I was overambitious. I can't drive here every day. I was like, we're going to get me the 10 class pass, and I'll finish that throughout the year. Yeah, but just, yeah. So, and the last one, what feeds your soul is food.
Yeah, man.
Good food. So I have on here the thing that feeds my soul the most is your curry mussels. Oh my God. I just want to like drizzle the curry juice all over my body. I want to take a bath up in there. I mean, what the heck is in there?
Oh,
That is some goodness.
Well, you probably recognize one of the ingredients from the Philippines because we ate a lot of it while on the island.
Testing.
Coconut.
Coconut.
Yeah, so lots of
yes.
coconut. And
Coconut curry, yep.
Yeah, so it's a coconut curry, and it's in an Asian style. So the coconut curry kind of like Thai inspired. There's ginger in there, and there's garlic.
Yummy.
And, you'd be amazed. It's like it's very
So
like
good.
straightforward.
You know what's so funny? I have full access to you, and I don't think I've ever asked you, like, how do you make this so I can make it at home? Like,
yeah.
I'm such a dumbass. Yeah.
Dude, I'll just come over and show you. You can can start doing it every day.
Private
in your house.
cooking. Well, you do that for people.
Oh,
Give yourself,
yeah.
Give
Yeah.
a little plug. Like, what is your game, man? You
Man,
have
I
this
do a lot of things, you know.
You do some awesome stuff though. You
Thank you.
do private dinner parties, right,
Yes.
for people.
The interactive dinner parties, you know, it's like for 6 to 10 of your friends, and basically it's like bringing the TV food experience into your home. Or I also have a little kitchen that I play in a pop-up space,
Nice.
so that's also available. But you know, you basically choose your cuisine, whatever you want to.
I saw you do a paella.
Oh yeah, did you see that?
looks so good.
That
She
was
made
delicious.
this big paella for this private
That
dinner
was for the
party.
South Florida Symphony, and you know they were doing a whole Spanish, I guess, tribute, and you know they had the flamenco dancers there.
how
And it was really beautiful, and so you know the request was to make a paella, and
Yeah.
and I always love it when they ask me, "Hey chef, can you make?" I always laugh because I'm like, yes, guys,
I can make it.
okay?
Whatever you want. What do you want? What do you
Okay,
want?
I can make it.
And how do they contact you? You have a website, I would imagine.
Actually, I don't have a website.
Oh, she's so cool. Okay, she's way too cool for a website. That's how, like, you gotta
like,
you can't even find her if you want her. She's
Yeah,
that.
you got to go through
limited.
people you know.
That's right. So if you know me, you
Go
want to
through
find
JG.
me.
No, I mean, you know, if you want to find me, it's like you can go through my restaurant. That's
Yeah, Bubbles and Pearls.
Bubbles and Pearls, and
Yep.
you can hit me up on any social media at Chef Josie.
At Chef Josie.
That's always a way to connect with me.
Yep.
And I'm working on a whole new Can you imagine that someone bought my name?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so now I'm like working on what am I gonna
Buying it back.
Well, buying it back, I don't know, but maybe that's the universe telling you,
Yeah.
like it's time to
Remix.
remix. You know, we're constantly reinventing ourselves, and
Yeah.
I've been through a few transformations myself, and
Yeah.
now I think this one is really gonna stick. It's been a part of my life, my whole life. So.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, we're gonna have to make another TV show for you. Like,
Yeah.
That's gotta be.
Hey,
fun.
man, Chef Art Smith, are you out there? Are you listening, Chef Art Smith?
Hello.
Oprah's old personal chef, he's
Oh.
my friend.
Okay.
And man, I really thought he came in to dinner, surprised me one Sunday, and then we had a lot of fun and whatever. I won't say you have to be there, okay? You have to be there in order to know what went down. What happens in Wilton Manor stays in Wilton Manors.
Thank God.
Yeah, but what I said was I really think that his energy and my energy would be awesome because he's just a big lovable bear. You know what I mean? And he's
Let's do
fun.
it. Let's shoot it. We're about to shoot a show.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
I mean, he is so fun.
All right, we're going to discuss this after because there's a new platform that is kind of underground right now that's about to go really big. So I'm going to be doing a new show. It's called The Comeback. All right.
Call it a comeback.
Don't call it a comeback. So The Comeback is going to be 10 people in Miami. And that's the first episode. So it's people that life has leveled them.
Yeah.
And whether they've gone through, they've had a car accident, cancer, gotten fired, divorced,
Right.
brokenhearted, life has punched them in the face
Oh.
and they can't get back on track.
That's
Like
awesome.
they just can't get it. So the comeback is for 3 months. So 10 contestants and then 3 will get chosen by the viewers to go through this 3-month transformational experience.
Oh, wow.
Led by moi. And then I
Yeah.
bring in all my different, healers and juju and, all the things that I know can take you not only to come back, but to the next level.
Yeah, next
so
level.
I will talk to you offline about that. But anybody who wants to submit for the comeback, you can't have taken my course, though, the CIJ course. You've got to be brand new to me because I don't want this to be like contrived. I want brand new people who are really down
Fresh
and out.
blood, guys.
Fresh
Fresh
blood.
blood.
So if any of you know anybody who really could deserve like a 3-month transformational experience and a comeback, just
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
info your story of what happened. Where are you now? Where are you stuck? To info@jennifergrace.com. And we're going to start auditions and then we're going to shoot the pilot and then the series.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm super excited about that. And then, of course, to win Chef Josie's Bubble and Pearls fun night out with Jen and
Woo!
Josie and Seb
And the whole
rest of our whole
crew.
crew, Get Fresh crew.
Yeah.
Go to jennifergrace.com/free stuff. Sorry,
stuff.
it's just for people who live in our area, but we'll do some other giveaways. And I think we're just going to close out really quickly as we top off the hour with this or that. So this or that, Josie, you ready?
Okay.
Grilled or blackened?
Blackened.
Fried or boiled?
Fried.
Thai or sushi?
Thai.
Filet mignon or skirt?
Skirt.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Pescatarian or vegan?
Pescatarian.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Savory or sweet?
Savory.
Spicy or mild?
Spicy.
Indian or Filipino?
Filipino.
Crocodile or frog legs? That's a tough one. I got you on that.
Crocodile.
Thank you, everybody, for being here for the Jennifer Grace Show on Jolt Radio, Top Chef, Bravo TV. What?
Yeah.
And we'll see you every second and fourth Tuesday. You can see us live on Facebook Live. You can also listen to us on Jolt Radio app. And this is Jennifer Grace, and this is real as it's gonna get. We out.
Peace.